Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the vote on the protocol held in this chamber just before Christmas was the most significant vote in Northern Ireland's history. Never before had the representatives of the people of this province been asked to sign away their right to shape the laws to which they are subject. Yet on that occasion alone, for the first time in 50 years, the vote was decided on a simple majoritarian basis. Of course, even before the vote took place, everyone knew what the outcome would be because of the Nationalist and Republican alliance in this House. Having trashed the principle of cross-community consent on a key issue, the EU was quite happy to leave the completion of the process to its lackeys in Stormont, who duly delivered for them. Such an outcome was entirely predictable. However, before the restoration of devolution, the Unionist people were told that they had nothing to worry about on that score, because if there wasn't cross-community support for the protocol, that would trigger a review. Well, that review was announced last week and its terms of reference published. Of course, some people weren't interested in what the review was going to do and say. The Alliance Party, for example, had a statement out saying what Lord Murphy should be doing 2 hours before the NIO got round to sending anyone, including the library in the Commons, a copy of the terms of reference. I trust that there will be some within this House who will actually be interested in what they say regardless. I draw the members' attention to paragraph 3.5, which states, "In making recommendations to the Government in this report, the review must give consideration to and set out how any recommendations will command the support of both communities in Northern Ireland." So while the protocol required a simple majority within this chamber, the review, which has been triggered by the lack of cross-community support, requires cross-community support for any recommendations. No veto for Unionists in December, but a veto for Nationalists in January. Such double standards will only serve to underscore the feeling within my community that the process of which this chamber and the executive as a central plank is loaded against unionism at every turn. Will anyone on the benches to my right repeat the claims of their party that they use to justify their return to a terrorist inclusive executive? Once more, unionism has been treated as fools. Either the DUP were conned on this issue, or shamefully they sought to con the Unionist people. Members, either way, the result is shameful.